Hello, and welcome to the inaugural episode of Seasoned Women, Serious Business. I'm so delighted to be here with you, and the fact that you are here already tells me that you're wise enough to know that you want more. It's a great thrill for me to create this new podcast after the experience of hosting the Lift As You Climb podcast for the past 3 years. And on that journey of evolving myself as a podcaster and most definitely a seasoned entrepreneur, I had conversations with hundreds of other women, seasoned and serious about business. And we all agreed there needed to be a space where we could come together to share wisdom and to share our own experiences, specifically as women in our 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond that have a very complex life of being an entrepreneur, a business person, a leader, a family member, and more. We are exceptional women with a diversity of experience and interests, and still on an evolutionary path. That's the community that I like to be in, with other women who are recognizing they're not ready to slow down, but they are ready perhaps to shift gears and are ready for more and different in their life. And that's why this podcast was born, to create an environment where women like you, like me, and like others we know can come together and exchange information and also recognize that we are not alone in the evolutionary challenges that come our way as we figure out what we want next in our life and what now is a priority for us that perhaps wasn't some time ago. And so this is what you can expect from this podcast. Seasoned women who are serious about business, who are going to share the inside scoop generously, authentically, without filters and reservations. The challenges they have about their identity and how that's changing and how they figure out who they are now and what they want next. And we're going to share best practices and some humorous stories, but also give a hand up to other women like us to help you figure out what is the path to figuring out who your next best self is. Who is the future self that you desire? We're going to talk about influence. How do we do more of what we love and positively influence others? Whether that's your own family, your own community, or there's a broader ripple effect. Influence is where we're showing up and what we bring to the table and how we influence others to become the best of themselves. We're definitely going to talk about our impact, because that's one thing that I know about seasoned women that are not only serious about business, but serious about living robust, vibrant, meaningful lives. And that is impact. Having an impact means living your legacy. I mean, it's choosing your legacy now. It's not something you're leaving to other people after you're dead. It's choosing your legacy and then being present to refine it and really enjoy it. And we have accumulated a whole lifetime of knowledge and experience, which is the foundation for the incredible impact that we are spreading out farther in the world. We are going to talk about inclusion. Not only do we talk about it, but we are it. We're a living, breathing example of inclusion because we're building a global community for economic empowerment that is fueled by feminine values and our passion to make a difference. And we certainly cannot leave out inspiration, because that's what we do for each other in times of uncertainty or lack of confidence or just frustration, exhaustion. And there are lots of reasons, like any of those factors may be present on any given day of our very, very busy lives as seasoned women with serious businesses. Inspiration comes in many forms. It comes in the humor of what it is to be a woman of a certain age, and how things are changing faster than we can change our hairstyle. It comes with a vision for a new way to show up as our best self and to influence others with unlimited possibilities. Here on the fly, reinventing ourselves and just opening all kinds of new opportunities for decades more of incredible, rich, vibrant living. No more are we going gently into that sweet night when we reach 60 or something of age, and no more do we fit that paradigm of, well, it's time to retire. Many of us are mothers, grandmothers, and even great-grandmothers, but it doesn't mean that's all that we are or all that we choose to be. Now, personally, I love the fact that I wear a crown as a mother and a grandmother and an aunt and a friend and a sister and a cousin. I believe I make a better one in all of those roles, because there's also so many more facets to who I am. And whether it is that I choose at this time to continue to grow my business, start another business, help other people with their business, I sell my business, start a charitable foundation, or travel around the world, or write a novel, or be the best damn grandmother in the world, doesn't mean that it has to be only one of those things. And in fact, the most richness and fulfillment comes from blending that in the pot and tasting it and seasoning it a little more to create our lives. So what's in this show for you? Why should you come back to listen to future episodes? Why should you subscribe to the channel, whether it's on a podcast app or on the YouTube video version of this show? Why would you share the show with other people? Why would you create conversations about what you just heard or saw on one of the episodes? Why should you be interested about who will be interviewed on this program coming up, and how you may be someone who can contribute to the richness of the show? And why you should perhaps be a sponsor of this program so that we can continue to create more and better content. Because in this environment, you're going to discover we are not alone, that we are a powerful freaking force to be recognized, that we thrive in community and collaboration, that if you take the cumulative experience and knowledge and resources of each of our lifetimes and you put that together, the impact will, without a doubt, be far-reaching. And perhaps we will reach that woman out there who is feeling alone and feeling very uncertain about what her next best move is. We'll help her with our conversations and sharing of personal experience, firsthand, real, not textbook. This is not philosophical conversation. This is everyday, in the trenches, real shit that we as seasoned women have done, will do, and can talk about. We will help others, we hope, in saving time and saving mistakes and saving money and saving heartache, because that's one of the best things that we can do for each other is show, well, we tried that and it didn't work because. So that is what I think is one of the very, very best values and ROIs of this program, is sharing good things, good experience, good knowledge, but also sharing the other side of the coin. This is not only about pretty ponies and ribbons. This is about the hard stuff about being a business person, the hard stuff about managing staff and the disappointments and the challenges and the joys that come with them, the hard stuff of managing relationships as a woman and a business owner, the hard stuff about the hell just happened in the world that turned my business upside down and changed everything from yesterday to something like a foreign land. Or talk about what the hell? I have to learn something new. New technologies, everything's changing again. Do I have the heart? Do I have appetite? Do I have the passion to expand and take that all in? Or find the people who will support me to make that happen when I express my vision for how I believe my business should be and how it can grow. We're going to talk about what happens to our bodies, our health, physical changes, everything which affects our energy and our capacity to keep on running day after day. And why that isn't anything of importance to us anymore, that perhaps we have gotten wiser and learned that we don't have to hustle. In fact, we prefer not to. We prefer to take a broader view of everything and make wise decisions and leverage everything we've already learned from decades of being in business, and making those mistakes before and learning from them. We are different. We are definitely different than we've ever been at any other time of our life. We are thinking differently. We have different priorities. We have different values. And we have way less fucks to give about a lot of shit that used to trouble us before. And so here in this community, the gloves are off. We're going to share with each other about that and how we can rise and ride on top of all of that. So if this appeals to you, come back, because I am very passionate about building this community and bringing to you and sharing the collective wisdom of other seasoned women entrepreneurs, other real badasses, and together, oh my gosh, we guarantee we will explore every avenue of being wiser and wise enough to know that we want, at this time in our life, more flexibility, more freedom, more financial certainty, more fulfillment, more fun. And all of that adds up to a whole lot more life in our time and more impact in our ecosystems. In the upcoming episodes, we're going to explore all the facets possible of being a business owner and being at this time in our life deciding, maybe I want more and maybe I want different, because I am more and I am different. I'm hoping you'll come back and join me for the next episode and be ready to hear a little more about the lineup of our guests and topics.